Sheik with Pool Care 365. Today's video is about heating your pool. There's a few different ways you can heat your pool in the winter months that I wanted to talk to you about, a few different options. Um, we're going to go through the different options and then I'll kind of break them down a little bit for you so at least you have some general idea on what you can use or what you can do if you choose to. But having a pool and being able to get into it in December and January, it's really nice if you can do so. But most of the pools out there, most folks don't heat them because they're too expensive, or they'll heat them for a few days, and that's about it. Okay, so but a few ways that you can heat your pool is one, the typical and what everyone knows is a heater, right? A gas heater or electric heater. The main reason that most people use a gas heater is because it's more, I guess, cheaper in a sense. You know, gas is cheaper to use than electric. You know, where it can probably cost you a couple $100s a month if you're heating it compared to probably $500-600 I guess if you're heating it, but it also depends where you're located too, right? And how much you're paying for electric or propane or gas, I should say, not propane. But anyway, so the basic one is gas heaters or electric heaters, right? Which we all know about. If you are, using a gas or electric heater, a good idea is to get a solar blanket and put it over the pool so it keeps the heat in at night. It doesn't, burn off, and then the heater's got to run throughout the day to keep the temperature, right? So the first one, gas heaters or electric heaters. The second one is heat pumps. Heat pumps is actually a great way to heat the swimming pool. They're electric. What it does, it works like an AC unit, but just backwards. Instead of cooling, it's heating, right? And it actually works best in the warmer states. So places like, Nevada, Arizona, maybe some parts of California, like the desert, Texas, even Florida, a heat pump will work great. Now, what it's doing, it's taking the heat from outside into the coils, heating the water, and then pushing it back into the pool, right? Now come December, January, February, it might not work so great when the temperatures cool down because it needs the heat in order to heat the water, right? So we have electric heater, gas heater, or heat pumps, which are electric. All right. The other option is solar panels. Right. You can have solar panels installed on your roof to heat your pool, and they're different than your solar panels that you use for electric. Where the electric ones are actually collecting the sunlight and then storing the energy. This water actually goes through the panel, gets heated, and then comes back down to the pool, right? So they would have to run the pipes up to the panels and things like that. Again, great way to heat up the pool faster in the beginning of the swim season and probably extending the swim season a little bit. If you're using any of these and you want to heat it up faster or extend the swim season, I recommend you getting a solar blanket, which you put on top of the pool, and this way it keeps the heat into the water, right? It doesn't burn off overnight when the temperatures drop, because that's when you lose most heat. So we have electric heaters, gas heaters, heat pumps, solar heating, and then you have your basic, which is your solar blankets, right? Now, if you're using the solar blankets in the summer, you know that it'll heat up the water really fast, right? But the same thing, come winter, it will not, you know, December, January, February, those colder months, it will not do the job, right? It needs help with actually driving more heat to the water. But it can start your swim season early and extend it for you, you know, if you want, you know, maybe a month or two, depends where you're located, right? Maybe even starting it a month or two early, with a solar blanket for the pool, right? The other one is liquid solar covers. So there's a few companies out there that make a chemical that we actually add to the water, and what it does, it actually creates a solar blanket on top of the pool, and it's not visible to the eye. It's part of the chemicals, right? And it actually forms a blanket on top, and it traps the heat in the water. And also, you know, it heats up the water. Now, it's probably your most expensive way to go when thinking about it, because most swimming pools will need quite a bit of it, and it's a little expensive product, right? You know, if you're using a electric heater or gas heater or a heat pump, and you didn't want to deal with the blanket to keep the heat in, you could use a liquid solar cover, right? You pour it into the pool, and you know, I think every 30 days or so you would add some more to the water, so it creates that, right? You do not feel it when you swim. It's not like it, you know, it's on the skin. It actually comes off and stays in the water, and then reforms that blanket when you get out of the pool without you even knowing. And it's not an eyesore with having a big blue cover or a gray or whatever it is, right? So those are the different ways that you can heat your swimming pool. Is Let's see, let's go over it again. So we have the electric heater, gas heater, heat pump, right? Let's see, solar heating, which goes on the roof or side of the house. You have your solar blankets, right? And you also have your liquid solar chemical that you can add to the water. There's some companies that make this product with the liquid solar that actually goes into your skimmer, which sits on the side of the pool, and it slowly releases it over time to help, you know, maintain that temperature. But if you're gonna use any kind of solar heating, now is the time. Some places probably too late because temperature has dropped quite a bit, right? But you want to catch when the pool end of the season, when the pool is still pretty warm. Add that stuff so you can extend your swim season, you know, if you choose to, right? But again, guys, those are the different ways that you can heat your pool. I know some clients that have the solar on the roof to heat it, and they have a gas heater, right? And in the colder months, they will switch on the gas heater, you know, heat it up a little bit, and they're always running the solar panels to keep the water warm. Now in the summer months, they turn it down a little bit because it does get too warm, right? I had one client that actually had a heat pump, a gas heater, and a solar panels. This was in Arizona, which when you think about it, Arizona, it gets so hot, heat pumps are great, right? Because it just sucks the heat out of the air to heat your pool. And he would use the combination with the heat pump and the solar heating to get the water, keep it warm, because he used the pool all year long, which is really nice to go out there, like I said, in the middle of January, and you know, it's 80 degrees or 82 degrees, and you can take a dip, right? You know, we all have the pools. That's, you know, you can do a lot of different things to enjoy it throughout the year, and make it part of your lifestyle, right? So those are the five different ways to heat your swimming pool. If this was helpful, please give me a comment below or hit the like button, and I'll break down different heaters, different heat pumps, and solar blankets that you can also use for your swimming pool. Most of the manufacturers make these products. So next video I'll break them down for you so you have an idea of what a good solar blanket is and my recommendation on heaters or heat pumps. All right, thanks guys, thanks for watching. Until next time.